This is the fantastic, amazing, nerdtastic adventures from Fiona.
What's up, guys? This is Fiona from Fiona's Nerdtastic
I
Adventures.
just said that.
And I would like to first off apologize for not being able to upload my videos as much due to the fact that these past couple of weeks it's been very, very busy. My excuse, my reason for not posting a few weeks ago was due to the fact that Monty E.M.B had passed away. So I wanted to give a day of silence. That's, in my opinion, the best thing that I could have done to pay my respects. So that's what I did. I posted one video, didn't post anymore. Last weekend, my daughter had the flu, and I was busy taking care of her and
We digress, though.
wasn't concerned about that. Shush. This weekend, the reason why I didn't post Friday or Saturday was because Friday I was over at my sister's house, and then Saturday I was still over at my sister's house helping her with her baby shower. So I apologize for that. I try and post videos every other Saturday and every Sunday, so I will continue on doing that. I'm not going to put more on my plate than I need to. So I have a lovely guest with me today. He is my husband. I love him very much. It is Mitten. Papa Mitten. So we are going to be talking to you guys about 3 different things today.
Guest.
Yes, he is my guest. He is the guest on my channel. So anyway, you guys know that this is a vlog and it's very, very raw. I don't try and do any editing whatsoever. But so 3 things that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to try and keep it as short as possible and touch base on them just a little bit. Try and keep them 2 minutes long.
That's because of me. I like to talk.
Yeah,
I like the sound of my own voice.
he's Jabberjaw. He's the shark. First thing we're going to be talking about what got us started on video games. What got us into playing them. And we're not going to be talking about like this mass majority of, well, I started playing video games here and then I stopped and then I started playing them here. So
Okay.
the second thing is we're going to talk about a little bit of how we met and how we got married, like what caused us to get married. And the final thing is advice for young marriage.
Or young couples that want to see if it's a long term.
Want to get married, not necessarily long term, because we'll get into that in a few. So first things first, we're going to start off with Mitten since he likes to talk. And I'll keep my story short. So, Mitten, what got you started into playing video games?
It's really simple. Like, it was my cousin. We started playing the NES, the base Nintendo. He introduced me into it with playing Ninja Turtles. I used to be a giant, well, I still am. I'm still a giant Ninja Turtle fan. And he got me playing Addams Family, Paperboy, all those games on the NES. And then, like, we went to the Dreamcast, the Sega, and I just kept on following with him until I branched off. And then I found computers, and that's what really got me into video games was computers. The games like EverQuest and Minecraft and all of that really interested me, and I wanted to learn how they were made, basically. Not to, like, end me and cut me off right there, but that's literally it. Like, I wanted to know what made them work.
Okay. So he pretty much wanted to know the programming of it. So me, and the fun fact about the very first game that I ever played was it came out a year before I started playing it. It came out when I was 3. On December 3rd, 1993, Doom came out, and I started playing it when I was 4. So it was considered a horror game, but I was 4, and my dad being who he is and the magnificent man he is, that's pretty much the game.
Our parents made us scared of nothing, and it's kind of sad. We have no fear.
So I got to playing that. I played Echo the Dolphin and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Genesis.
Now I know what you said Echo the Dolphin, and now I get what you mean. Like, you just kept on saying Echo, and okay, sorry.
But I played Echo the Dolphin, and then on the computer I would play Leisure Suit Larry. Do not allow your children that are under the age of 15 play Leisure Suit Larry. Just don't.
It's for adults.
There
is a censored version out there.
No, not for children under the age of 15.
Yeah, still.
But anyway, I played that. I played King's Quest 6. I played Oregon Trail, and I also played Doom on the computer. So
that's another one that I used to play that at the library, my public library, Oregon Trail.
Yeah, you died from dysentery.
Oh God, yeah, it sucked. Because you'd be in the middle of a travel, but I digress.
we'll talk about that next time. But anyway, that's what got us started on playing video games. And though that I firmly believe that there's life outside of video games is something that got got us like loving each other. Is the fact that he realized that I am this massive person of.
She wasn't really a chick. Okay, she was a chick.
Okay, funny side story. Funny side story before we move on. I have this friend named Brad, and he had dubbed me a man because I was playing Assassin's Creed and did not want to stop playing the video game, so I had asked Mitten to put a taco in my mouth because we were having Taco Bell. So he had put sauce on it for me, rolled it up so that I wouldn't make a mess, and shoved it in my mouth, and I just went... And Brian therefore goes, "You are such a man." So I'm apparently a man. I'm not a chick. I am a chick, though. I have female organs. But anyway, we digress. So how we met, we'll keep this part short. You know, how we met in high school, and then later on we like actually became friends and started emitting feelings for each other. Well, at least I started emitting feelings for him. The feelings.
Bullshit. She used literally gibberish. Literally, like if anybody knows the language gibberish, that's what she was using. I just knew how to understand it, not speak it.
Anyway, one of my friends had told him that I liked him, and then Christmas Eve I sent out a mass text to all of my friends saying, "What would you guys like for Christmas? Santa is flying over as we speak." And it was at midnight, and he had texted me "you," and it got a little confused because he was asking me what I wanted for Christmas, and I had assumed that he was saying he wanted me for Christmas, which sounds very vain now that I think about it. But anyway, he went along with it. He didn't tell me until a year later that it was just mainly for the simple fact of, why do you have to make so much noise? But for the simple fact of, you know, he liked me too, and he wanted to be with me, and he loved my daughter and all of that. So 3 months after us being together and being and all of that, and I wound up moving 2 months after we were together, and because of a panic attack due to my anxiety. So I moved down to Phoenix to be closer with my dad, so my dad and my stepmom could help me. And he had texted me one day, "What are you doing from now until forever?" "Well, hopefully being with you." And then he had an "ah fuck" moment and said, "Well, will you marry me?" And I said yes, like 10 minutes later, because I was so freaked out that he asked me to marry him, that I thought it was sweet. You know, I'm normally a very traditional person. You know, you ask my dad for my hand in marriage, you then propose to me by dropping down on one knee with a very big, glorious, like, confetti and all of that kind of stuff.
Biracial, bisexual, pagan. We don't do things normally.
Well, anyway, he had come down from Illinois to visit me, and he had, in a bar, actually took my engagement ring that I was using, and got down on one knee and re-asked me to marry him, and of course I said yes again, and then...
I've never asked her father.
It's kind of like the song "Rude," you know, he doesn't need, he felt that
his approval.
He was gonna marry me anyway. So anyway, I digress. We wound up getting married a year earlier than we planned on to, because I wanted to try and join the Air Force to get my degree in computer science or in teaching, whichever one that I chose. So, but unfortunately I wasn't able to join the military because I failed the ASVAB because I have test anxiety. So going on from there, that is how we met and how we got together. Now moving on to the next subject.
The reason we stay together
is because of communication, and this is now the advice portion for young marriages. Do not, and I repeat, do not get married just because you are having a baby with somebody. Don't.
After the pregnancy, maybe.
Well, see where things go.
Yeah.
Me and
Ride the
him,
9 months out.
we have different views on that, though, because, you know, in my opinion, and we're going to keep this short. It's just like short little quips of advice for you. But in my opinion, do not get married just for the sake of doing so. Do it because you actually want to spend the rest of your life with this person until you're gray or old, or until the bus hits you, whichever comes first.
It has to be a bus. It can't be anything else.
Nope.
No semis, no
Nope,
cars.
a bus.
It has to be a bus.
But, you know, marry the person that you want to marry because you love them, not because you are forced to marry them. Don't jump into a relation. Don't just look at the person and go, "I'm going to marry you. Marry me," and then get married the next day, because sometimes that works out, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it can actually crash and burn and fail miserably, and that's just my opinion of it. Young marriage and the way that me and him work, we've been married for 3 years, we've been together for 4. Yes, it has been a very, very bumpy ride because I am a very crazy, crazy person. If you know who Papa Roach is because you don't live underneath a rock, listen to the song Reckless. That explains kind of my mind. But it takes a crazy man to love a reckless person like me. I'm not reckless to the point of, I'm going to, take a car and like drive as fast as I can to jump over a cliff to get to the other side. I'm not a chicken.
Dodo.
I'm not a dodo.
Yeah,
I'm not a dodo. But
to guys out there, like, when you're in a relationship with a girl, don't after a while think that she's just okay with you being yourself. Still do like what I tried to do today. And not trying to...
TMI moment. For younger viewers, please cover your ears. Earmuffs.
Me and my wife spent the day in bed by ourselves without clothing. I'll say clothing.
We had no children. We had we
ordered za.
We had some pizza. We had some wings. We sat down. We laid down. We watched some TV shows. We actually just got into watching Devious Maids.
It actually ain't
Hulu.
Bad. It ain't bad.
Hulu is an amazing thing. Hulu is an amazing thing.
Once again, I only have 7 seconds for this. But guys, don't be boring because she's become comfortable with you. Keep it lively, or at least try to, because that's all she cares about, is you trying. I know this is the end of the video, and can I do the goodbye?
Well, if you like what we had to say, and it touched your hearts, or it meant anything to you, make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below.
Some of mine will be down below, because I need to start posting my own shit.
I will link all of some of the stuff that I said I was going to link down in the information box below. I love you all. Be safe. Have fun.
Love and happiness to all.
Have a nerdtastic day.